Hey guys, welcome back to another segment of Food for Thought. Of course, not everything in the reading will resonate with you, so I encourage you to take what does and of course leave the rest. However, if this resonates or you just so happen to like this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right into the energy here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here for the collective energies? What are the cards here that best represent the message, the energy, the light? Someone is withdrawn and very paranoid after destroying something with you. This could be a bond, a friendship, or even a connection, some type of collaboration that was supposed to take place. Something that was supposed to be long-term definitely became short-term. So something is definitely stagnated here, especially when it comes to your emotions with a situation. You feel like something will never change or something will always be the same. I feel someone thought that you would be tight-lipped about something, but you're not that gullible. This is an antisocial energy. This could be your energy or someone else's, but someone is feeling restricted when it comes to you. They're hyper-focused on something that is keeping something broken instead of fixing something with you. I feel in so many ways this is someone who is just lacking ideas. This is someone who wants to come your way or overcome some obstacles to create some type of success with you, but they also feel like they've gone too far to come back now. Hangman energy. This is someone who is feeling trapped and limited, self-limiting energy of someone who feels like they caused an ending with you. For many of you, this is someone who has a lot of late nights about it. Restless energy of someone who has a lot of terror energy of someone who has negative, deep thoughts. Deep thoughts about how they treated you and possibly how something ended with you. This could be within a partnership, a collaboration, teamwork, where someone regrets taking an offer or someone regrets not being fair with you. Here would be, wow, Four of Cups. Someone definitely missed an opportunity. Someone missed an opportunity doing negative things towards you. This is an ongoing battle of conflict, argument, quarrels, disagreements, struggles, where someone is making something harder than it needs to be. This is an ongoing battle here. Nine of Wands energy, as well as the Ten of Wands energy. This has definitely been an ongoing battle where you have stood your ground, but you have also struggled and taken losses and sacrifice. You are definitely exhausted and fatigued, ready for something to end, but someone is still not speaking up or stepping up. Someone abused their power and now they're trying to find the strength to change or speak up, bring justice to a situation where they're still going through consequences. Someone is definitely at an impasse here. This is a decision that needs to be made where someone is still struggling to create some type of balance here with the Two of Pentacles. I feel someone was definitely trying to get away with something strategically. In fact, someone thought they got away with something. Someone thought they got away with something because you were not speaking out. I feel due to your silence, someone thought that that was a weakness or you were dumb to something. But I feel you were only allowing someone enough space and opportunity to see how far they would go. Now someone could be at a crucial impasse when it comes to laying something to rest. This is someone who is looking for the strength, but also needing spiritual grounding. Someone needs to be more mature about a situation where there's tradition involved, respect, loyalty, values. But doing something strategically put this person in a space where they wanted time to heal your wounds, or in time they thought that you would reach out or get over something, but something has yet to change. Let's get some more energy here. Someone knows that you are a giver. You are always a giver in this situation, but as I said before in the reading, someone abused that power. Someone took advantage of your generosity. I feel like this is someone who is very emotionally immature, or they did something from a very petty space when it comes to you, especially seeing as though you've been very resilient, where someone was trying to be a burden. You're dumping out the old and bringing in the new. I feel you're wanting to let go of some people, possessions, or even some problems where you know you've been overly generous or you tried to compromise, but someone was just not being generous with you. Someone was just not wanting to close out a cycle. Someone was just not mature enough to level up to your energy. Yeah, this is someone who is needing to find the strength here with the Strength card, as well as the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I feel this is someone who didn't make the right choices when it comes to giving the right energy towards you or the connection. But now that they see you as some type of gift, they're in regret for creating some toxic ways or this battle. This ongoing situation where many of you feel it would never end. As I said before, someone is in deep regret. You made an offer or you tried to compromise, whether it's conflict, arguments, quarrels, disagreements. Five of Wands energy is letting me know this is someone who tried to put you in your place, or this energy wanted you to follow their lead, but many of you just didn't take the bait. Many of you didn't go with the flow. And this is why someone was trying to put you in a position where you felt obligated. But because of their insecurities here, this energy was rude. This energy became a dictator, a bully. This energy became something that you didn't see before. This energy created a lot of heartbreak, betrayal. There's a separation here, heartbreak. I feel there's a separation where someone disrespected a lover situation, a connection, a collaboration where something should have been long-term. Now there's disharmony, grief, despair. Many of you just want your peace. You want a clear way out of something. Where someone is creating mayhem due to their own mental stress. And for some of you, mental issues. I feel there's a lot of deception and secrets that keep this energy in a sense of loss, a guilty conscience, where they're starting to come into a state of remorse. Wow. Someone has remorse about you. They think about you all the time here with the Five of Cups. They think about how you didn't deserve something, but this energy didn't stay clear of causing chaos, destruction here with the Tower moment, this Tower energy. This could be in a family affair or even a friendship or close bond, but I feel someone failed. I feel like this is someone who fell from grace, put you at a disadvantage. There's big changes when it comes to someone losing opportunity with you. That someone didn't seize a moment. Now there's a lack of success here with the World card in the reverse. Someone created a lot of change here. Knight of Swords energy. Someone was moving quickly when they did it. They created a lot of bad luck for themselves as well as those surrounding them. This is someone who has a lack of control and is also in bondage in some type of way. In bondage due to their failures or disadvantages. How they became a disgrace. Now this energy is wanting to travel back or backtrack when it comes to something they feel is a misunderstanding. Someone knows they need to be honest with you. Here, Queen of Swords energy. Someone knows that you are very independent, very protective. This is someone who also knows that you are very good communicator when you want to be, but when you're upset, it's a no-brainer. I feel like this is someone who knows that you can be very mature about a situation, but I feel talking in circles would only lead to a dead end with you. Chariot energy. Someone wants to let go of something. Someone wants to overcome an obstacle. They want to come your way, but they're still trying to release some type of control. Find some self-discipline to come your way. Someone feels like you no longer feel the same. It's unrequited. The energy is lost. You're over it. You're through. All because you don't see an ending when it comes to someone's harsh behaviors, someone's negative energies, and many of you have had to have the strength to break free or find some type of peace when you're dealing with an ongoing situation where you believe there is no end. I feel like this is someone who is definitely limiting themselves when it comes to you. You are definitely a gift and a blessing to many that you meet, but I feel this is someone who definitely took something for granted when it comes to your energy, but due to the fact that they are emotionally immature, this is someone who just was not able to cope, not able to deal, not able to rise above the petty shit. Someone abused their power and they played with you. They played some games that they cannot undo. Someone cannot lay something to rest. They're looking to do better and be better, but they're not having the tools to do so. They're still holding on to some things from the past. They're juggling their happiness. And this is what's causing the big changes in their life, the heartbreak, the disillusion, their conflict with you. For many of you, this is someone who is having a lot of problems behind the scenes that are not even connected to you, but they're lashing out at you. They've become a bully to you. I feel this is someone who is juggling a lot in their life, and because they are not able to lay something to rest, they are causing misery for others because they are miserable. I feel this is someone who is completely miserable and causing misery for others because they can't understand their own truth. There's too much bad luck. Too much bad luck due to failure and disadvantage that they have caused in their life. Wow. For many of you, there's a lot of bad luck that is circulating. But I feel there's also communication. This is someone who wants to come out of this unhappy moment, this unhappy family, this mess that they have created. Someone is expecting to have some big changes, but they're dealing with some things mentally, emotionally, financially. Please take it how it resonates. But someone is going through some financial difficulties, some negative changes that are causing them to look at things in a different way. Someone is definitely struggling when it comes to being judged by others. They're also being judged by the Most High, and that is the biggest judgment of all. This is why things are delayed. Someone is growing. Someone is finding a new way to communicate. Page of Swords. Someone didn't expect you to stand up for yourself. Someone didn't expect you to stand up for yourself in a situation. Someone didn't see you fighting for your corner, your space, your energy, your light, your stability, your family. I feel you're a different type of beast when you've been challenged. I feel someone didn't see you distancing yourself, going into calmer waters to heal or find some type of resolution within a situation where obviously they missed an opportunity here with the Ace of Wands. But I feel you going into calmer waters caused this energy to find a sense of balance here with the Two of Pentacles. Also here with the Temperance cards, them pouring into self, trying to figure out why they're spewing so much hate, because it's not just with you. There's other people that are getting the brunt of it. And I feel when they're not lashing out at you, they're lashing out at other people as well. But I feel someone didn't expect you to stand up for yourself. You being silent or you being distant is definitely putting someone in a space where they're being called out. Someone is wanting to have a new beginning. Someone is wanting to create some type of resolution, and they're looking for the path to do that. I feel there's two ways that this can go, and I feel either way you're going to come out on top. I feel something will come to fruition here. Something's going to come to fruition here with the Seven of Pentacles, where there will be a peaceful resolution. If this was in the upright, there would be a war still going on where someone is still making sacrifices and still not surrendering, still trying to put up some type of battle with you. I feel in the reverse, this is someone who's just wanting to communicate, compromise, and move on from this harsh ending. Someone is wanting to make peace with you. This is their wish fulfillment, but someone is not knowing how to break the mold, get you to let your guard down. They're feeling trapped, confined. For many of you, you also feel your hands are tied when it comes to this energy who seems to be very low vibrational, but someone is getting a reality check when it comes to this ongoing battle here with the Five of Wands energy. I feel someone is going through a lot of grief, loss, and despair behind the scenes, which keeps them low vibrational. And for many of you, you're wondering why they're always lashing out at you. It's because they're not happy. They're not happy in their own life, and there's just nothing you can do about that, but just try to get through this struggle that this energy has created. For many of you, you have done so. You have survived something that many have yet to survive. There's energies circling this person that are still stuck in an illusion, stuck in a space of not being honest, but I feel there's a lot of mental issues circling that situation, where there's a lot of tower moments, chaos, destruction, tragedy, loss, and betrayal. I also feel there's a lot of sacrifice due to someone's regrets. Someone knows they missed an opportunity to truly make amends with you or create a true bond with you, but something didn't go as expected. Someone can't come out of this low vibration, even meet you halfway. They regret that now. They were too insecure to change. But had they not abused their powers, something could have been abundant with you. You could have been a great friend, a true confidant, a true blessing. But someone put themselves in a position to lose it. Let's get a final card here from this tarot deck, Holy Spirit. I'm going to jump into some oracle energy here for more confirmation, more energy. Find a message. So, as I said before, you guys, someone definitely wants to collaborate with you again. Someone wants to reunite, socialize with you again. Someone wants to celebrate. Someone wants to come together. Someone wants to be part of the team. Someone wants to uplift a situation or be more uplifting. Instead of the problem, someone wants to be a solution. Let's jump into an oracle deck here. So it definitely seems to me there's energies here who are communicating, trying to figure out a solution or trying to figure out who's to blame, but someone needs to stop pointing fingers and be accountable, to lead away or to be accountable or to help others lighten a burden or even see their part in a situation. I feel there are cycles here where there's opportunity to be successful, but someone feels like you are doing better by yourself or doing what's best for you, that you won't see an offer as some type of opportunity, as it seems they have left you out in the cold for so long. But someone is wanting to create some type of balance with you, a mutual exchange, but they feel like you're too busy doing your own thing. They regret leaving you out in the cold here with the Five of Pentacles energy. Someone is wanting to do something, but I feel it's going to be in due time. Hangman energy here is letting me know something is in transition. Judgment is awakening. Someone is trying to tame their inner demon. Someone is trying to put something in the past when it comes to their broken past, their broken heart. Something needs to be laid to rest. As it seems, this energy is wanting to bury the hatchet or bury the past, communicate. Someone is wanting to communicate with you after a tower moment, but they're waiting for the dust to settle. Someone is waiting for the dust to settle to be brutally honest with you. Someone feels like they can't catch you in a moment where you're in your emotions or in your feelings. You'll never hear them out. So they're waiting for the dust to settle. But I feel they just allow too much time to pass. For many of you, you just don't see this person in the same light. They had so much time to reconcile, make something right, but this energy just took the coward's way out, thinking they had too many people to back them up or co-sign their bad behaviors. But there's a deep regret for deceiving you or leaving you out. Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Someone regrets the Tower moment as well because they feel like they can't pick up the pieces. Now they're going to have to be brutally honest when it comes to communication. King of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Wands, Five of Swords. Someone is definitely knowing they're needing to find the strength to be transparent with you, because they do want this mutual exchange. Six of Pentacles. But I feel due to the Eight of Swords, someone is feeling trapped by doubt. They feel like they're going to have to be mindful of their words, their energy when it comes to you, because they know that you're going to assist their energy, their past, their emotions. For many of you, you're looking for the energy here. You know that energy never lies, and I feel you're counting on that. You're wanting to see how this energy is going to pull up to you, how they're going to try to communicate to you. Is this energy going to still be in the position to want to place blame, or they're going to be accountable? But I feel this energy is definitely going to shock you in some type of way. However, I do feel due to all their losses, stresses, and pain, this energy feels the worst just isn't over. Ten of Swords. This energy has been in an ongoing battle as well, but I feel not just with you, but with self. This is someone who has some intrusive thoughts here with the Nine of Swords energy. This is why they have yet to accomplish any type of mental clarity. This is why there is mental issues for someone who is needing to find a peaceful phase in life when it comes to their roots, family tree, kinship, Three of Cups. A peaceful phase when it comes to a friendship, a collaboration, a close connection. Someone is wanting to remove obstacles and release something, lay their roots down. But to go into this new phase, someone is going to have to stop pretending that they haven't been a fool. Someone has allowed a lot of time to pass thinking something would just be temporary. Two of Swords, but it's not. Something is bigger than them. Something is bigger than them. Something is bigger than the emotion that they're feeling, as well as the manipulation and the disrespect that they spew. Now someone is needing to balance something out. Balance something out to really resurrect themselves and find the truth. To finally lay something to rest. Someone is eager to lay something to rest when it comes to their energy, their spirit, their light. Let's get some energy here. As I said before, there's some communication, there's some talk going on around your energy, concerning your energy. And someone wants their wishes to be granted. There's wishing well energy here where someone knows they're going to have to be brutally honest with themselves to be brutally honest with you. King of Cups energy. This is someone who is emotionally imbalanced. Wow. And they're not very reliable as well. As I said before, someone's wanting to communicate to lighten their load. But they're being somewhat strategic. Just to be courageous. As I said before, this is someone who feels like they need to find the strength within a situation to have a fresh start in life, faith, a spiritual awakening. They're needing to be brutally honest to lay the past to rest. And someone is realizing your unconditional love, Empress energy, is truly missed. There's communication circling about. I feel someone is communicating about you to lighten a burden, lighten a load. Someone is venting about you. This is someone who walked away from you and now they're wanting to replot their course. This is someone who got lost, who is now wanting to communicate an unspoken truth. This is someone who is wanting to cut through the bullshit. This is someone who is wanting to cut through the fog. Let something go. But they're also feeling self-imposed, bound to something that is uncertain. This is someone who is still on the fence about a missed opportunity. Push and pull energy. So someone is definitely on the fence about coming back, speaking up, doing something with their whole heart, because they know there's a push and pull dynamic between the two of you that's been going on for so long. They just don't know how you're going to feel if they're coming in with this new energy. They're under pressure. I feel this is someone who is under pressure when it comes to a lot of things. They're on the fence about moving forward, letting go of this baggage to explore better things, do better, be better. But I also feel they're coming to some obstacles, roadblocks, and changes. And I can truly sense this is someone who is really trying to find the exit. Find the exit when it comes to the misery that they feel and the misery that they bring. Someone is tired of placing blame. Someone is ready to be accountable. Someone is wanting to bring solutions to a road that has been closed for so long, but they're not sure if you're going to be compassionate about it. Queen of Cups. For many of you, someone knows that you have always been compassionate, always compromising. They feel like you're no longer in that energy while you're in the Four of Swords of taking care of yourself. Everything seems to be coming up roses for you, even if you're in a struggle or things are not coming up the way that you thought things would be, but something is coming out in a way that you didn't expect it. Something is about to find a sense of closure. Someone is talking about how to resolve something, how to humble themselves to come towards you. Wow. Someone is trying to figure out how to shine while things is definitely ablaze. This is someone who's wanting to bring good news. Someone knows that you know your worth and you know that your energy would be missed. Now someone is wanting to resurrect something with you, but they're also realizing there's a lot of skeletons in the closet. Someone knows there's a lot of skeletons that can no longer be avoided or swept under the rug, but there's also a sense of shame, doubt that has them hesitant when it comes to replotting their course. This is someone who is trying to tame their thoughts. They're trying to tame their energy to lighten the load and go through this purposeful or necessary transformation, but they also feel something can never be healed because they couldn't stay true. I want to get some more energy here. So as I said before, there's a lot of communication going on when it comes to your energy. I feel like there's energies talking about you in an effort to gain a sense of understanding or even a resolution, as it seems a situation or something that didn't seem it would ever work out just might work out. I feel like something just might surprise you. Someone is wanting to accomplish something with you, and whether they've accomplished that or not, something is still going to work its way through. Because someone finally gets it. Someone is having a light bulb moment. Someone is having a light bulb moment when it comes to you. Some type of online drama or something that was exposed to other people, not just you. I feel this is someone who had a lot of mixed signals about you, where they wanted your attention, but they partially pushed you away. Now someone is wanting to resurrect something. Someone is wanting to reboot something with you. And they have a lot of remorse, regret, because they can't take away what time has allowed to pass. There's so many memories, so many opportunities, just because they were trying to cover something up, trying to prevent something from coming out. Someone was misinformed or was misinforming others about you, not keeping something real, and they're paranoid about you finding out their motives, you finding out what is hidden when it comes to family, friends, trying to keep something apart, the destruction that was caused when it comes to someone who thought they were headed to the pot of gold. I feel someone sold you out and they got nothing for it. Now they're curious, nervous when it comes to what they lost with you. This is someone who is wanting to rebuild. They could be preparing a message, preparing to just pop up, but someone is just in a space where they're wanting to make a real big impact when it comes to you. However, even though this energy is preparing, they're still unsure when it comes to communication, speaking up, speaking out, because someone wasn't in the present. They feel like there's not an open door. Someone is definitely down in the dumps in their head about something. They feel like they can't pop up the way they used to. They regret not giving in to you. Someone regrets stop talking to you. They feel like that was their biggest regret, when they stopped talking to you. This is someone who is sitting in a space where they regret being misinformed or spreading some type of misunderstanding or misdoubt about you. Someone regrets trying to have it their way. However, I do feel you have taught this energy something that they were not expecting to understand or even realize. Let's get some more energy here. Confirmation, Spirit. Down in the dumps. Someone knows they lost a lot when they lost you. In so many ways. Because they're nervous. Someone's nervous, thinking, contemplating, down in the dumps about their future, now that they realize or feel you just might not be in it. There's a lot of remorse after there's a sense of silence. Someone is definitely in their head when it comes to you. Someone knows that the choices they made were not coming from the heart. Someone knows that out of everyone they know, you're the one who understands. You're the key. You're the one they should have talked to. But now that something is broken or there's some type of misunderstanding, someone regrets not being reasonable, only seeing things their way. Something failed to launch because something wasn't going their way. I feel like this is someone who is always testing the waters or testing your energy in some type of way. This is someone who is coming out as the great pretender. For a moment, they almost had you fooled. But I feel this is someone who got away with nothing. I feel for many of you, this is someone who created a random situation with a random person who caused a conspiracy. This could also be through friends or family, but now they're questioning everything. They regret putting more people into this situation to continue their games or to continue a plot because they risked everything in doing so. Now they regret putting you in a space where you're content or not even bothered. Someone took a risk on a situation that has multiple factors to a situation where they're not picking something up. They're not understanding something, and this is why there's slow progression. There's a lot to this story that you don't know, and this is why someone is being inconsistent with you. They're still trying to test something out. They're in the early stages of figuring it out. This is someone who is about to bring in some unexpected energy because they're about to resurface. Someone's about to resurface with some different type of energy, whether that is through remorse or desperation. Someone is definitely coming your way. There's GPS energy here of someone trying to locate you, or this energy is in the space where they're trying to track or gauge your energy. But whatever the case, someone's moving, relocating, pushing forward. After flip-flopping on you, changing, switching up on you, they're wanting to now make an impact. Someone is wanting to make an impact and finally keep it real with you. After overindulging or putting up some type of half-truth, someone is wondering if there's still an open door for them. In so many ways, it's almost like this energy is waiting on you. Waiting on you to make a move. They feel like they've disrespected you in so many ways. They could never just come back and pick things up where they left off. They feel like they're just going to have to do more than apologize, and that is rightfully so. This is someone who failed to launch, and now they have a sense of remorse for being unreasonable. Now they're about to do something unexpected, even if that's just showing up at your doorstep after being flaky, unreliable, inconsistent. Someone is about to keep it real for you for once. Well, keep it real with you for once. Wow. One more card. So it seems someone's about to be real with you when it comes to their hidden motives, when it comes to friends, family, or a situation that was keeping the two of you at a distance, but they're nervous about it. They're contemplating. They're trying to put their words together. Someone is trying to compromise or even compose their thoughts to even make sense of what has taken place or even what they've done to you. There's a lot of misinformation when it comes to this situation where someone is wanting or expecting to lighten their load, because they're going through a lot of destruction, bad luck, turmoil, mayhem. And they're starting to feel like out of all the pain that they have caused you, they just won't be welcome. The Wheel of Fortune is coming out in the reverse, and it's letting me know this is someone who's taken a lot of sacrifices, yet they failed to change, thinking that somehow, some way you would always need them before they needed you. Someone is realizing they need you more than ever, but things are just not the same. I feel things are just not the same, as I sense those who have made too many wrong turns with you are seeking ways to finally come clean or make things right with you, as they may be under pressure to shine some light on some dark situations. I feel like this is someone who is in the space of wanting to reveal something. Wanting to reveal something that they never thought that they would be humble enough to acknowledge or put some type of truth to. But I feel after a lifetime of strategy and poking the bear, they now see that love, truth, and respect with you is the only way. I feel it's the only way to lighten the load, but I feel this is another reason why this person is nervous. This is someone who knows that you see the truth and you're going to see right through the bullshit. And this is why they're trying to get their thoughts and their energy together. I feel this is someone who is an unconventional soul, an acquired taste, who is always on the run, ghosting, disappearing, avoiding a truth, conversation, confrontation. Someone who feels or wants to be a free spirit, who truly admires you. They're mesmerized by you. Which is somewhat ironic, because that's not the energy that you feel when it comes to someone who has fallen victim to temptation, sins, and provoking the worst out of others. Yet due to their sins, trials, and sacrifices, someone's going to finally make things right with you. And whether that ends in the both of you coming together or not, there will be big changes coming through. Someone knows they fell victim to sin and they did a lot of things to you that they still don't understand. But due to the fact that they are very unconventional, many of you have found a way or will find a way to understand. especially when it comes to the energy they bring, where someone is trying to master self, rise above the bullshit. But I feel it's up to them if something is finally resolved or resurrected with you. I feel like this is someone who is completely nervous by the fact that they distorted something and they feel like it's now or never, but they also know they're going to have to make something less complicated after making you feel unwanted, unappreciated, or just leaving something to mystery or leaving something to the imagination. This energy is tired of dealing with something on their own. This is someone who's dealing with unfamiliar situations and feelings where their careless actions put them in a very harsh space. Now someone is missing you in silence, thinking about the road to home, trying to accept a journey that has become very uncomfortable. This is someone who is drowning in pain, thinking there was something bigger and better out there, and now they're blinded by the light that you once gave. This is someone who feels like they came so close, but now they're so far, all because they played mind games and games of the heart. I feel this is someone who is getting what is deserved, but I also feel there is something that is getting in the way of them making an offer to you. I feel in so many ways, time just keep slipping away. Now this energy is questioning everything after making you wait. This is someone who knows they need to find a oneness with the universe, find a respect for self to respect those around them. Someone is also having a struggle with putting you first or recognizing your position, because it's just as important as theirs. Someone thinks about you often, and they also wonder if you think about the road back to them as well, as missing you silently is definitely starting to make them uncomfortable. Let's get some final energy here from this deck. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the reading, please let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. This is definitely a situation where it should have been uplifting. They see themselves in you in so many ways. You're so strong. This is someone who wants you to soften your heart, let your guard down. This is someone who wants you to let the love in. They're wanting to surprise you with a new energy that they're bringing. But many of you just might see them as an enemy in disguise. Many of you had to set yourself free from a situation, but I also feel this is the very thing that caused this energy to think twice or rethink something, reconsider when it comes to how they feel or what they thought about you. But I feel in so many ways what you will encounter with this energy just might be blinding or even surprising. So for many of you, this is someone who's come to some type of euphoric state, feeling oneness with a situation or wanting to come together with you. This is someone who took a solo path when it comes to an awakening, but this dense baggage or all of this hidden energy where they're silently contemplating how things got so deep. They're thinking about how to make things right, how to circle back to you, but they're struggling. They're struggling alone. Even if this energy is communicating with others, trying to figure something out, how this can be resolved, I don't feel like many of these energies are giving them any kind of good solutions. But this is someone who knows they can never forget you, so they know they have to take a risk and come up with something, because they can't allow time to take away more memories. As I sense something will be unveiling when it comes to layers, unfamiliar situations, where something is definitely reaching a closing. Something is reaching a conclusion when it comes to someone who is struggling alone, wanting to circle back, wanting to come back around. This is someone who knows the energy you bring cannot be compared. This is someone who is wanting to take that final step and evolve and reach out, create some type of energy between the two of you. But they're also waiting for you to soften your heart. Because at this point, you putting them at a distance or letting them deal with this uncomfortable karma. It's caused them to see something from a different perspective when they were only seeing things their way. This is someone who is silently contemplating about your ride or die energy. This is someone who is contemplating about the road to home. This is someone who is also thinking about what you think of them. This is someone who is just wondering if they could ever be forgiven. After all the chaos, the trauma, the disrespect, they're wondering if you'll ever open your heart to them ever again. Final card here from this deck. So as I said before, something is definitely reaching a conclusion. This is through sudden revelation or understanding of a situation where someone is still yet to speak up or speak out. I feel this energy has yet to speak up or speak out to set the record straight out of fear and shame. This is someone who is yet to realize something when it comes to you and the energy you truly gave. It was really authentic. It was nothing fake about what was given from you. And the love that you used to have is something that can still be resurrected, but someone's going to have to snap out of it when it comes to something that is false, fake, or just cannot be relied on. And I sense if they come out of strategy and don't be transparent with you, they won't get anywhere. Many of you will be free to step into a different type of blessing, a different type of opportunity that doesn't include them.
Food for thought.
Someone is definitely playing with fire when it comes to you. Because of all of their selfish or destructive actions, something has definitely become distant, unrequited. All because of someone's childish ways, pushing you to love yourself. There was too much compromise. You gave a lot and they barely gave. This is someone who is wanting to reconcile with you. They see you as a soulmate. This is someone who doesn't want something to be pushed away or gone for good. They're wanting to compromise, no longer wanting to take away the innocence of a situation. Someone wants the love that you're now giving to self, the love that was once given to them. For many of you, you need this alone time. So do they, to work on self, to truly find a way to celebrate together. I feel something needs to be slowed down, especially so this energy to understand why they're attracted to you, why you're needed, and why you should be respected. But I feel this energy was so distracted and broken that they couldn't offer what you needed at the time because they were too busy hiding the truth. Now something is about to take place in divine timing when it comes to a separation or the games that were played, even the gossip within a situation. I feel something is about to be healed. Something is about to be healed when it comes to a collaboration, a love story, something that you once felt is just not for you. But I feel something fatal is about to take place. Something is about to take place that puts someone's mind back in the energy of a commitment, a true love story, a real transformation, where someone is not just talking but also doing the walking. Someone is definitely trying to prove that they're different, no longer the same person. This is someone who never thought that they would come crawling back, but someone is thinking that coming back to you would be the best decision that they could ever make. As they're still dealing with inner conflict, they know they also need to make the effort to apologize or just come back your way. This is someone who knows there's a soul contract or some type of deep connection with you. This could also be the energy of someone knowing that they just need to make a respectful space where there's peace between the two of you instead of a divide. Wow. Someone's trying to put their ego aside, their jealousy, and their foolish pride. This is someone who played a lot of games within a situation just to have the control or feel they had control. But I feel someone lost you because of these games and foolish ways of pride and ego, even jealousy. This is why someone's in conflict when it comes to making an effort to reconcile with you. I feel this is someone who was hot and cold when it comes to revealing the fact that you are a perfect match or a peaceful person, or someone who just shouldn't be put to a space where you have to prove you're no one's fool. But someone is definitely in a space where they're wanting to bring something to closure when it comes to you. Someone knows they were fooled by bringing this conflict to you. They know you're a gift. They regret these differences, but they're also intimidated and restricted when it comes to affairs of the heart. As I said before, this is someone who is just not having problems with you. They're having problems in other areas of their life where there's no balance. And this is why their communication is off. There's a lot of wear and tear when it comes to communication, friendship, a connection, a bond, where someone is longing to rush in, but they feel like they're going to strike out. This is why there's no end to the bullshit. This is why you feel like they're obsessed with the toxic things in life. This is someone who deeply needs to do a little shadow work. They need to do a lot to come out of this dark space. Many of you are just tired of being low vibrational or being around that low vibrational space. It almost makes you feel like it takes a lot to wash it off. But someone definitely knows without a shadow of a doubt they need to compromise or make something right with you, or just leave you alone entirely, because you don't deserve the disrespect. You don't deserve the discomfort and the imbalance when it comes to your peace. Let's get some more energy, final energy here from this deck, Holy Spirit. Final energy here. What's this card? Escapism. So it seems like this energy could be overindulging to cope with what they're thinking and feeling, just to get through this inner conflict, especially when it comes to past wounds. Someone knows they need a little self-care, self-love. Someone needs to put more energy into themselves to get through. Someone knows that you don't deserve the energy that is given. Someone knows that you are the key or a perfect match. Someone knows that you fit well in a situation and you were always a gift. They just never saw it. And for many of you, if they saw it, they just didn't respect it. As I said before, this is someone who is under pressure to right their wrongs, see a truth, but they also feel like it's going to be a miracle to liberate themselves from something. They're in an empty stage where they feel like something is too damaged. There is no solid foundation because of all of their manipulation, but they also feel something isn't done. Something is yet to be finished because they're still holding on. Someone knows that they can't control your heart. And this is why many of you are distant, or you've become a runner. Running from the mess, running from the mayhem, because of the choices that someone made. Now you're opening the door to new things. You're at a distance, possibly even traveling for some of you, but there's an ending, even if this energy doesn't find the time or the moment to create some type of balance with you. I feel like this is someone who lost their way in a big moment with you where they could have resurrected something, but the fact that they were being petty or placing blame, it turned you off. In fact, if this energy comes back with that energy, it will still turn you off. This is someone who is going to have to come clean when it comes to a fantasy, an illusion, a third-party situation, or options that they had lined up. But I feel this is someone who knows that you should have been set as a priority or given respect in a situation, but they just wasn't ready. Someone wasn't ready to give you the energy, the respect, and the loyalty that you deserved. So they gave in to the options that they thought would be more beneficial. I feel this is someone who counted you out, threw you away, or put you in a position where they thought that they could look down on you. Now it seems you just might be leading the pack. Someone is thinking in so many ways, did they make the right decision? Because now things are getting a bit awkward. Things is awkward because this energy failed to put up a fight, or someone put you in a battle or a competition that you never signed up for. Now someone is trying not to pretend that things are not going up in flames. Third-party energies, karmic partners. This is someone who can't get these disasters or sacrifices out of their head. This is someone who is wanting to ground themselves here with the earth energy. This could also be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, but someone is wanting to ground themselves because they can't get something off their mind when it comes to a commitment at their job, a third-party energy, karmics, and energies who are also bullying them, because as you all know, sometimes people become the bully because they're being bullied. I feel this is someone who is just in a space where they don't want to pretend anymore. They can't get something off their mind. They wish they never put you in this position or themselves. They're wanting to ground their energy. This is someone who is unable to deal with the highs and lows of a situation. This is someone who is definitely unequipped when it comes to the games that are played. When I say this is someone who's very strategic, and trust me, they have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. But what I mean by this energy not being well equipped is they're coasting when it comes to a breakup or a situation that have yet to be resolved. This is someone who is coasting because things are just too awkward. They really don't know what to do when it comes to a situation that has definitely gotten out of control. They should have given you more respect or priority within a situation where they should have grounded themselves instead of pretending and wearing a mask. Because underneath this mask, this is someone who is very sensitive, very delicate and sensitive to the energy of others, but not to the needs of others. But I feel this is someone who is wanting to change. Tired of coasting, taking the path of least resistance. This is someone who is going through karmic cycles. This is someone who is coasting through life where they're dealing with a lot and you might have to take the lead. All smiles, innocent vibes. You're not doing this again. This is someone who just wants to check on you. Someone is going to give you that energy, coming in with innocent vibes. Someone is wanting to redo something, but in so many ways, due to their damaged spirit and soul, you just might have to take the lead. Because someone just might be desperate enough to follow. This is someone who wants you to hear them out after something has been burned to the crisp. Wow. Someone knows something has been burned with you, whether that is a bridge or a foundation. Someone wants you to hear them out. This fire energy could also be Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But someone is coming in hot after being cold for so long. This is someone who has somehow, some way got a little taste of their own medicine, or someone is walking a mile in your shoes, and this is why someone is choosing a different way or choosing a different route or just growing up after being immature for so long. This is someone who wants to call a truce with you. Someone wants to call a truce, make new beginnings, make new memories. Divine energy of someone who doesn't want to be dark with you anymore. Someone is wanting to cling to you or just be in a better position. Someone's all smiles, even if they're broken in two inside. I feel things are so awkward, someone knows they're going to have to do more than apologize. Apologize or pretend they're checking on you. Someone's going to have to do a lot of things to ground themselves, because if they don't, something won't be removed, or they won't be able to get something out of their head. Something will be burned to crisp forever. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy here. Someone is walking a mile in your shoes. Well, trying to smile their way through it. Someone's feeling like their smile will never be the same without you, or someone is realizing that they can't pretend to be fake anymore. Wow. Someone knows they can't pull this Houdini trick on you anymore. Because little do they know you've already moved on from this. Many of you are healing, finding closure, understanding that you're dealing with someone who is hurt, and that's why they're hurting other people. I feel this is someone who really wants to set the record straight with you, but out of fear and shame, they're not realizing many of you have already forgiven them, while others actually hope and pray for the moment of change, where someone isn't just speaking the truth, they're also following it up with change. I feel like this is someone who is under pressure, but they do want to change from these awkward or petty ways. But sometimes some things are just a long journey, especially if there's energies here who are resisting change. This is someone who has played these games for a very long time, and those who deal with them, they're tired. As well as they're tired too. This is why someone is under pressure to find some type of peace in this lifetime. Someone feels like when they get their hands on you, they're going to prove something. When they get your ear or find some type of intimate space with you, someone's going to find that time to make it right. Because they've been dark with you for so long, they're being compelled to push towards you. This is the pressure that they're under emotionally, spiritually, even financially. This is someone who is closed off to the blessings that should have been received because they failed to change. Now their finances are affected. Someone knows that you really tried. Someone's under pressure because they know that you tried to make something right. They're compelled to get this right, drop this bomb on you because they know they misjudged you. But due to the fact that they wanted things their way, they created a sticky situation where there's a lot of emotions attached. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone gave up. Someone's in regret that you gave up on trying to be in competition and battle. But as I said before in this reading, this is a situation or a competition you never even signed up for. You didn't give up. You just let them feel they won. I feel this is why there's so many emotions here. This is someone who thought that you were up for the challenge when it comes to this mess, this endless cycle where there's no end to the petty behaviors or the tit for tat. Someone's just surprised that you gave up to the cycles of abuse. Many of you learned your lesson, and now they're learning theirs. This is someone who wishes they never gave up on something within. Being patient, being true, being honest, worthy of getting and receiving the respect that they want to receive. But I feel in so many ways, this is someone who is barely hanging on. This is why something has been left up in the air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy here. Please take it how it resonates. But someone never knew it would hurt like this. They didn't think it was going to hurt like this when it comes to family, friendships. Someone is truly ashamed. Someone is ashamed because they allowed something to become more complicated than it needed to be. Now the both of you are like fire and ice, oil and water. Some things are just feeling like it just don't mix anymore. Now someone is ashamed when it comes to a connection, a friendship, or even a false environment because they now feel they're just going to have to take some things to the grave. This is someone who wants you to know they're hurt too. This is someone who wants you to know they have cried over this. And even if you don't see their tears, there's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of guilt for the secrets, them pushing you away, causing mayhem. Someone has a guilt when it comes to their secrets because they feel it's going to be the reason they get rejected. Someone feels like being brutally honest with you just might put that final nail in the coffin, and maybe rightfully so, but I feel this is someone who's just going to have to bite that bullet and find out the hard way. But I feel in so many ways something is moving forward when it comes to that. It's just moving slowly. Something is definitely moving at a snail's pace when it comes to someone who is still trying to be reassured by others, still trying to get validation of what should be done and what should they do. But I feel this is someone who is going to have to go deep. This is someone who's going to have to go deep within to find their truth. Because without finding their truth, they'll always be looking for more, or this is someone who is going to be very angry. For many of you, this is someone who is intimidated by you. They feel like you're out for blood after what they caused. They feel like you're silent for now, only because out of sight, out of mind, but they feel like if they come around or reach out, you're going to give them a heave-ho. They feel like your words are going to cut deep, and this is why they're trying to be strategic about what they say and the energy they bring to you. But I feel in so many ways, you're not intimidating, you're just real, and this is someone who's just going to have to be real with you. And in so many ways, I feel many of you, you're chilling. You're on chill mode when it comes to someone you know is obviously sneaky. I feel nothing got over on you in the past. You just gave them enough room to hang themselves, and they did. And now someone is going through financial loss, grief, struggles. Someone is trying to focus on rebuilding some things, and this is another reason why they have yet to let go of you. They're holding on for dear life. For many of you, I feel like in so many ways, it feels like nothing is taking place. Nothing is happening. This energy isn't receiving any karma, but they are. This is someone who is struggling when it comes to their health. And for some of you, someone is having some thyroid issues, some gut issues. Please take it how it resonates. But something is just not getting any better. Someone is definitely taking in a lot of fluid. There's a lot of fluid in their this looks like ankles. It looks like a lot of fluid building up in someone's ankle, or someone has a swollen gut. Someone can't get their digestive situation intact, but they're trying to be patient. Someone's trying to be patient. They're holding on. However, I do feel they're going through all of these struggles and obstacles to learn some valuable lessons when it comes to moving mountains to create peace. Someone knows that you fit perfectly, and now someone's trying to create that scenario again. Wow. As I said before, you guys, it seems like nothing is working. Something won't work out at all, but something is about to take place where the Most High is about to move mountains. You are always in the Most High's favor. There are some things that needed to take place for some true healing to take place. Especially when it comes to third-party energies or people that interfered with a very sacred space. For many of you, there's some compelling words or energy coming your way. As I said before, the Most High is about to move mountains in a situation where you thought things would never come into place. But I feel the advice, the common sense, the understanding that someone should have had, they're reflecting on it. They're thinking about it. Still barely hanging on. Someone is very intimidated by your growth, your shadow work, your energy, your light. But they would rather be with you. Someone would rather be with you than without you. And I feel the energy of that. The energy of them hanging on and still wanting to be with you. That's going to make some change. Bring in a change that you least expected. Where someone is reflecting on changes and even the love that should be given. Because now that they start to understand and realize that they're part of the problem, they're wondering if you still care enough for them to be part of the solution. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading and has gained some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. Hope to see you again, guys. Bye.